Hello and welcome. So in the continuation of the simulation process of the dipole antennas, now I am going to explain you about the simulation process of the Yagi-Uda antenna. First of all, let us look at the geometry of the Yagi-Uda antenna. This horizontal object is called the boom, then this is the reflector, then this is the driven element from where we feed or we give the excitation to the to our Yagi-Uda antenna. Then these all are the directors. So let us design our Yagi-Uda antenna in the HFSS software. Before this, I am going to design my Yagi-Uda antenna at 165 megahertz. So my lambda will be 1.81 meter. Then the length of the reflector is 0.8750 meters. Then length of the dipole is 0.8163 meter. Then the length of the directors are 0.7638 meters. Then the radius of the wire or radius of the objects like reflector, driven element and the directors are 0.0076 meters. Then the spacing between the reflector and dipole is 0.4300 meters. Then the spacing between dipole and directors is 0.4525 meter. Then these are the dimensions for the radiation boundary. We draw cone for the radiation boundary. So upper radius is 2 meter and lower radius of the cone will be 1 meter and height of the cone will be 5.0625 meters according to our standard calculation. So let us start the simulation process. So first of all, open your HFSS software. Then second step is to insert the HFSS design. After this, we have to set the type of the solution, which is already selected as driven model. Then click on OK. Now we have to set the units of our design. So my units are in the meters. Going to modeler tab, select units and choose meter. Then click on OK. Now start designing your dipole antenna. So first of all, let us design the boom of our dipole antenna. So for designing the boom, I am going to design the boom in this plane. So I have to change the plane first. Okay. So for draw the boom, click on the draw cylinder icon. Sorry, this is the YZ plane. Yes, select. We have to design, or I am designing boom like this in the ZX plane. So click on draw cylinder icon, then drag your mouse like this, then draw this. Now center positions for my boom are 0, 0, 0, axis is Y, then the radius of my boom is 0.0076 and length of my boom is 2.61 meters. Then click on OK, press Ctrl D. Now let us design. So we have designed the boom. Now next step is to design the reflector in this like this. So now again we have to change the orientation. For this, select YZ plane, and so my axis will be X axis. Again click on cylinder, draw the cylinder like this, then set the positions. I am taking position of reflector is 0, 0.2 and 0 in the Z direction. Radius will be same for all the elements. Then height of the reflector is or length of the reflector is 0.8750 meter. 0.8750 meters. Then click on OK. Rename the objects. Select cylinder 1 and rename this as boom. Select cylinder 2. Okay. Select center position X. So my center position of the X will be half of my height, which is minus 0.4375 meters. Then click on OK. Now this will look like this. Change the name. This is our reflector. Then again draw a cylinder like this, and again this is our dipole. So center position, before this set the radius, which is 0.0076 meters, and height of my dipole is 0.8163 meter. Now for the symmetry, set X as position half of the height with the minus sign, which is minus 0.408, half of the 0.8163, and my Z position will be the spacing between reflector and dipole is 0.4300 meters. So my position for the reflector at the y-axis is 0.2. So add 0.2 plus 0.4300, so it is 0.63 meters at the y direction. And again click on OK. What is happening? Okay, the position for Z is 0. Now set the name also for this. This is our dipole. Now our boom is created, our reflector is created, and our dipole is also created. Now next step is to draw the directors. Again set the center position. Before this set the radius, and the height of the directors is 0.7638 meters. Then for the center position, half of the 0.7638, which is minus 0.3819. In the y direction, it will be 0.63 plus the spacing between dipole and director is 0.63 plus 0.4525. So for the y position, it is 1.0825. Then Z position will be 0. And again click on OK. Now this is the director 1. Rename this object also as director _1. Now we have to create 3 more directors. So for this, select director 1 and go into edit, then copy, then press Ctrl V. So this is director 2, then again press Ctrl V, this is director 3, and then press again Ctrl V, director 4. Now we have to assign only the position for the different directors. So the position in the Z direction for the director 2 is 1.535. Then click on OK. So this is the director 2. For director 3, the center position will be, the center position in the y direction will be 1.98. 0.75 meters. Again click on OK. So now for the director 4, the position in the y-axis will be 2.44. Click on OK. So our dipole antenna with reflector, so our Yagi-Uda antenna with the reflector, dipole and all the directors is created. Now we have to join all these entities and make them one entity. For this, press Ctrl A, then unite them. Apply Boolean operation, unite, select the option of unite in the toolbar menu and press unite button. Okay. So before I go further, I have to design the type of material to our Yagi-Uda antenna. So click on the boom and give a right click, then click on assign material. So my material for the Yagi-Uda antenna will be aluminium. Select aluminium in the material library, then click on OK. Now our Yagi-Uda antenna is created. So our design is complete. Now we have to give the excitation and boundary to our Yagi-Uda antenna. For this, as all we know, that we have to give the excitation to the dipole. For this, let us assign the excitation to our dipole. Let us arrange our antenna like this. So this is reflector and this is the dipole. So we have to give the excitation to our dipole. For this, draw a circle like this and then create a circle. Change the name and then give a right click on this and go to the assign excitation, then select lump port, then click on next. Then for drawing the integration line, select on none, then click on the new line, then draw the integration line between the two ports with the maximum voltage difference. So let us arrange the antenna for better view. Again give a right click on this and go into assign excitation, then lump port, then draw the integration line. So draw the integration line between the two points with the maximum voltage difference. Then draw your integration line like this. Now click on next and click on finish. Press Ctrl D. Now the excitation is given to our Yagi-Uda antenna. Now next step is to draw the radiation boundary. For this, you can draw any type of radiation boundary. It could be cylinder also. Here I am design my radiation boundary as cone. So for this, select cone option in the 3D toolbar menu, then draw the cone like this and select the height like this. Rename this as a radiation and select the inside the center position. At the x it is 0, in the y direction it is minus 0.4525, which is lambda by 4 distance from our antenna, and 0 in the z direction. My axis will be y. Upper radius is 2 meter and lower radius will be 1 meter, and the height for my cone or height for my radiation boundary is 5.0625 meters, and click on OK. Then press Ctrl D. Now select your radiation boundary. Increase the transparency for this. So now you can see here our radiation boundary is created perfectly. So now we have to assign the radiation boundary to our cones. For this, select cone, give a right click on this, then go to the assign boundary, then select radiation option. Now click on OK. Now all the steps we have performed. Next step is to set up the analysis setup for our Aguda antenna. For this, go into add solution setup option in the toolbar menu. My solution frequency will be 165 megahertz, and my maximum number of passes will be 15. Then click on OK. Now set the frequency sweep for the same. Select frequency sweep as fast. 100. My start frequency will be 100 megahertz and stop frequency will be 200 megahertz. Then you can set the step size also. So these are the frequency points. Then click on OK. Now validate the design. So we have performed all the steps successfully. Then click on close. Now next step is to analyze the design. Click on analyze all. Save your project. Now in the progress window you can see the analysis or the analysis taken place. This will take 5 to 10 minutes according to the complexity of our geometry. For this we have to wait for this. For all of you, I am skipping this analyzing part. So now our simulation is completed. So for see the results of our Aguda antenna, go into the results, select results in the project manager window, give a right click on this, then create model solution data report, then select rectangular plot. If you want to see the S parameter, select this, quantity S11 and function will be in dB, and click on the new report. Now this is our graph of the S parameters. Close. Now if I want to see the radiation pattern for the Aguda antenna, for this insert far field setup, click radiation in the project manager window, give a right click, then insert far field setup, then click on infinite sphere. Set your phi and theta. My step size for phi is 90 and my theta will be minus 180, and click on OK. Now again go to the results, then right click, then this option will appear. Now draw the radiation pattern. If we want to see the radiation pattern of the gain, then select function as dB, then click on new report. So this is the radiation pattern for my Yagi-Uda antenna, and click on close. Now if I want to compute the antenna parameters for my Yagi-Uda antenna, select on this plus sign of the radiation, then select infinite sphere, then give a right click, then select compute antenna parameters. So these all are the antenna parameters of for the Yagi-Uda antenna. Then click on close. Now if you want to see the other kind of results, you can draw the 3D rectangular plot also. Then click on this, then click on new report. So this is our S parameter, 3D S parameter graph. Then click on close. Again click on results, create far field reports. If you want to see the 3D rectangular plot, then click on this, click on gain, and select the, press Ctrl Z. Again select results, then click on this, create far field reports, then 3D rectangular plot. For gain, select function as dB, then again click on new report. So this is our 3D rectangular plot, and click on close. So that's it for the simulation of the Yagi-Uda antenna. Thank you very much.